Number 33. The graph shows the masses of two different types of tomato. What can be concluded from the graph? So, looking at the graph, you can see this type of graph is called histogram. It looks like bar graph, but it's actually histogram because the x-axis is showing the bar, and it's actually in a range between 10 to 20, and the next bar lies between 20 and 30, and so on. So it's not typical bar graph, but it's histogram. So what can we conclude from the graph? So it's showing the type 1 tomato is showing continuous variation. Is correct. So the continuous variation is the variation that's that can be let's say expressed in using numbers. So for continuous variation, there are many intermediate values. So for instance, like mass, there's not only just 20 kilograms or 20 grams or 40 grams or 60 grams, but also there are 21 grams, 22 grams, and there are even like 21.12 grams, 21.213 grams, and so on. So there are many intermediate values in between the intervals, and these all different, let's say, characteristics, they can be considered as characteristics or features. They are called continuous variation. So there are tomatoes that weigh like 21.23 grams, and there are also tomatoes that weigh 21.5 grams. So that's there's a huge difference between the continuous variation and the discontinuous variation, because discontinuous variation is very, very discrete. So for instance, blood type or blood types, there are like A, B, and O types, right? For the blood types, there's no such thing as A, B, O type. There's only discrete blood types for the blood types, and they are called discontinuous variation, like tongue rolling as well. For tongue rolling, you either can roll your tongue, or you cannot. There's no such thing as intermediate between yes and no in terms of tongue rolling. So this is showing a continuous variation because these number of tomatoes lie between 10 to 20 grams of weight. This one belongs to, or it lies in between 30 to 40 grams. So type 1, actually type 2 as well, they both show continuous variation. So B is right because type 1 indeed showed continuous variation. Okay?